Hello, this is Pastor Jones, wanting to spend about 5 minutes with you today. I want to talk to you about the subject of why our prayers are hindered. You ever felt that way? Hopefully none of the things that I mentioned here today have anything to do with you, but for somebody under the sound of my voice, this may open a window of understanding and a need for correction in your heart and life. First of all, a wrong relationship with God is going to hinder your prayer life. Peter tells us the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. Now, only you can answer that question, whether there is evil being acted out in your heart and life. But as we look at 1 Peter 3 and verse 12, if there's evil there, it's going to hinder your prayer life. The Bible says in James 5 and 16, the effectual fervent prayer of what? A righteous man. A man or a woman who lives right is going to avail much. Secondly, a wrong relationship with others will hinder your prayer life. It is a sad, sad thing, but a true thing. When Christians fall out with another and then refuse to be reconciled, refuse to resolve the problem, to make amends, such action, such attitude is a certain hindrance to prayer. You cannot maintain that type of mentality and that disposition and touch the throne of God with the needs in your life. Thirdly, worldly dress can hinder our prayers. You say, what in the world do you mean by that? There are some abiding principles with which every Christian man and Christian woman ought to apply in the manner of dress and appearance. These verses are found in Isaiah 3:16 to 26 and maybe need to be read privately before the Lord because they will hinder your prayer life. How do you present yourself in this world in which we live? Do people think when they look upon you and see how you present yourself that you are a believer? Or are you somebody deeply entrenched in the world? My friends, man, the Bible said, looks upon the outward appearance, but God looks on the heart. But the reality, the sobering reality is people do look on the outward appearance, and you not only hinder them, you hinder yourself in your prayer life if you don't present yourself right in the way that you look and the way you act. Number 4, a proud and a haughty spirit can hinder your prayer. Peter says this, whose adoring, let it not be that of outward adoring, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of God a great price. 1 Peter 3 and 4. May we humble ourselves. Jesus said, if a man will humble himself, he'll be exalted. If he exalts himself, he'll be abased. And my friends, that individual that will find themselves at the foot of the cross, humble themselves before God, those are the ones that are going to get their prayers answered. Number 5, a lack of Christian love is going to hinder your prayer life. Lack of Christian love will hinder prayer. Did you ever notice Paul's prayer in 1 Thessalonians 3 and 12? The Lord make you to increase and to abound in what? In love one towards another, and towards all men, even as we do towards you. We need to maybe re-sing that song again. Give me that old-time religion. Why? Because it makes me love everybody. If that love is missing, your prayer life will lose its punch. Let me give you one more. Number 6, unclean lips will hinder your prayer life. We are living in the midst of people with unclean lips today. The language that you hear today is so gross and rotten and filthy, and listen, should never come out of the mouth of the believer. In Peter 3, 10 and 11, he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, and his lips, that they may speak no guile. Let him eschew evil and do good, and let him seek peace and ensure it. my friends, put a guard on your lips that your prayers might be answered. I hope today, when it comes to your prayer life, I've given you something to think about. This is Pastor John saying, God bless until next time.